Okay, picture this. A plant that might actually help your bones heal, like 30% faster. Or one traditionally known to really influence fertility. Sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, right? Nope, this is where ancient botanical knowledge meets, well, modern science. Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're your shortcut to getting genuinely well-informed. Today, we are diving deep into a pretty remarkable book, C.P. Khare's Indian Medicinal Plants. And this isn't some, dry textbook. It's packed with traditional wisdom, Ayurvedic, Unani, Siddha, folk traditions, a lot of which is now being seriously looked at and often validated by current scientific research. So our mission today, to pull out the really surprising facts, the crucial insights from these pages, basically help you cut through all the noise out there and get some clear, evidence-based understanding about natural health. Okay, so let's unpack this. When we think about getting our well-being sorted, where do we often start? Instinctively, for so many of us, it comes down to the gut, right?
It really does. Yeah. What's fascinating is just how many of these ancient plants, the ones deeply rooted in Indian traditions, they directly target digestive health. But the really insightful part, their actions often hint at much bigger things, broader systemic effects, even touching on mental well-being. It shows this holistic view from way back.
Absolutely. Like, take caraway. Carum carvi. The book talks about it being a carminative, basically. Helps with gas and bloating. And an antispasmodic, so it eases cramps. It's described as a key thing for like mild spastic gut issues, bloating, that just generally uncomfortable, full feeling. And this isn't just, old stories. Its use is actually backed up by groups like German Commission E, ESCOP, and the British Herbal Pharmacopoeia. Pretty solid.
And building on that idea of gut support, but from a different angle, you've got chicory, Sycorium intybus. It's listed as a diuretic, so it helps get rid of excess water, a laxative, for keeping things moving. Yeah. And a cholagogue encourages bile flow, which is key for digestion. Traditionally, it was used for a whole range of things, liver congestion, jaundice, even issues like rheumatic and gouty joints. It really shows how they saw the body as interconnected.
Yeah, that interconnectedness is a theme, isn't it? Then there's fenugreek, Trigonella phonum graecum. Talk about versatile, the seeds, okay, known for tackling common stuff. Loss of appetite, gas, indigestion, colic.
Right.
But here's where it gets really interesting. It's also noted as a lactagogue, helps promote milk production for nursing mothers, and a pueriperal tonic, so for recovery after childbirth.
And that's not all. German Commission E found it has secretolytic activity, helps clear mucus from airways, and hyperemic activity, so it increases blood flow. Plus, ESCOP and WHO point to its use as like an add-on therapy for things like diabetes and high cholesterol. It's just, wow, quite a range from one single plant.
It really is. And then psyllium, Plantega ovata, a real staple for many people.
Definitely.
The seed and husk are mainly known as a gentle laxative, right? But it also acts as a diuretic, a demulcent, which means it provides a soothing coating for irritated tissues.
Yeah, like for the gut lining.
Exactly. And it's considered cholinergic, influencing nerve signals for bowel regularity. Its main use for chronic constipation and IBS is widely recognized, German Commission E, WHO.
Yeah. But what really stands out from the data core includes is that German Commission E finding, that it actually lowers serum cholesterol.
Right. And slow sugar absorption, helping manage blood glucose.
And crucially, it does this without messing up your vitamin or mineral levels, even with long-term use, like over 6 months. That's important data.
Definitely. And we can't forget ginger zingiber officinale, that fiery root.
Oh yeah, classic.
The book sums it up. Antiemetic, fights nausea. Anti-flatulent, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic. And beyond the usual stuff like colds and flu, it mentions encouraging results for managing really tough things like migraines and cluster headaches. Cites actual journals, too. So looking at all these gut-focused plants, it's clearly way more than just, oh, my tummy hurts, isn't it? It feels deeper.
Exactly. When you really dig in, you see these gut actions are tied into the body's wider systems. Managing inflammation, influencing metabolic health overall. It just perfectly illustrates how traditional understanding often had this implicit grasp of holistic wellness, which really resonates, I think, especially if you're frustrated by how fragmented health advice can feel today.
Okay, now here's where it gets really captivating for me. Beyond just helping digestion, these plants offer some surprising support for our body's defenses, our overall resilience, almost like nature's own internal repair crew.
Yeah, if you step back and look at the bigger picture, the sheer number of plants listed with anti-inflammatory effects or immune modulating or protective properties, it really suggests a deep, profound traditional understanding of how to support the body's own ability to heal itself. Like, they had this intuitive sense of systemic wellness.
Totally. Like ashwagandha, Withania somnifera, also called Indian ginseng. This isn't just any plant. It's hailed as a classic adaptogen, helping the body cope with stress. And old age revitalizer. It's documented as an anti-inflammatory for things like swellings, tumors, scrofula, rheumatism, and even acts as a sedative and hypnotic for anxiety and neurosis.
But what's really striking is this detail about one of its main components, with withaferin. It's reported to be as effective as hydrocortisone, dose for dose.
Wow.
Yeah. And it shows antibacterial, anti-tumor, anti-arthritic properties, and even significant liver protection in studies. That's powerful stuff.
Seriously powerful. And you've got calendula, the pot marigold, calendula officinalis, another great example.
Just orange flowers, right?
Exactly. Those flowers are anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, and stimulating. Traditionally used inside for gastric and duodenal ulcers, and outside for cuts, bruises, burns.
And the science backs it up too.
Huh.
Polysaccharides from the flowers. They've shown immunostimulating and even anti-tumor activity.
Amazing. And then there's amla, the Indian gooseberry, Emblica officinalis. This fruit is just packed.
Yeah. What's the list?
Okay. Anti-anemic, anabolic, antiemetic, astringent, antihemorrhagic, and a potent antioxidant.
Yeah.
Often used for jaundice and dyspepsia. But here's a really cool surprising fact the book highlights. The fruit doesn't just activate trypsin, which is a key digestive enzyme.
Yeah.
It can actually purify low turbidity water, which makes it this fascinating kind of eco-conscious choice too. Sustainable living in action.
Huh. That's unexpected. Water purification.
Right. And then milk thistle, Silybum marianum, mostly known for helping with dyspeptic complaints and digestion, basically.
Common one.
But its really crucial role, according to Khare, is in formulas for toxic liver damage, chronic inflammatory liver disease, even hepatic cirrhosis.
That's serious liver support.
Totally. And the book shares this compelling fact. Its main compound, silymarin, has been conclusively shown to protect the liver against various toxins in animal studies, including, get this, toxins from the death cap mushroom, Amanita phalloides.
Deadly one. Wow.
Yes. And it was highly effective in preventing fatalities when given intravenously to human patients poisoned by it. I mean, that's literally life-saving potential right there.
That's incredible. A real rescue remedy.
Absolutely. And for maybe the most astonishing, data point, Cissus quadrangularis. The data Khare presents is incredibly specific. This plant has been shown to speed up fracture healing. It reduced the total recovery time by a third, 33% in experimental rats and dogs.
Wait, a third faster healing for broken bone?
Yeah, think about that, potentially shaving a third off your recovery time. And it also helps recover bone strength up to 90% in just 6 weeks.
That's not just a little boost. That's significant acceleration. Nature's own repair kit.
Exactly. So when you look at these examples, what really stands out to you? How this ancient knowledge lines up with, or sometimes feels like it even goes beyond, our modern grasp of these effects?
Well, it really brings up an important point, doesn't it? Modern science, yeah, it can pinpoint specific compounds like withaferin or silymarin.
Right.
We can isolate them. But the traditional uses, they often reflect this holistic empirical understanding that was built up over centuries just through observation and experience.
Right.
So it's this powerful convergence. Scientific validation doesn't just confirm it, it actually deepens our appreciation for these amazing natural remedies. And it encourages you, our listener, to really consider their evidence-backed roles, not just for your personal wellness, but also thinking about those broader eco-conscious choices we make.
Okay, let's delve into an area that often feels, incredibly personal. These sources reveal a really profound, kind of nuanced understanding of reproductive and hormonal health in traditional Indian medicine. It's often this delicate dance, right?
Yeah, and it's fascinating because there's explicit mention of plants influencing just about everything. Fertility, lactation, even addressing menstrual discomforts. This isn't just surface-level stuff. It really showcases a sophisticated knowledge of the body's intricate cycles, its hormonal responses, long before we had modern endocrinology mapping it all out.
Shatavari, asparagus racemosus, Indian asparagus. That's a prime example, isn't it?
Definitely. Widely known.
Used as a galactagogue, a substance that promotes milk production in nursing mothers. And for various issues in the female genitourinary tract, it's also seen as a nervine tonic, helping calm the nervous system, and used in cases of sexual debility to support sperm production, spermatogenesis.
And interestingly, the science side finds that its lipoid fraction, like the fatty part, has shown estrogen mimetic effects. So it acts a bit like estrogen in the body.
Huh. Then there's perennial Indian hemp, Abroma augusta, another one with really powerful targeted effect.
What does Khare say about that one?
The root bark is described as an emmenagogue used to stimulate menstrual flow, address painful periods, dysmenorrhea, or absent periods, amenorrhea. It's also noted as an abortifacient, which means it can induce abortion, and as galactotrophic, promoting lactation. It really highlights these direct, potent applications in traditional practice. We should be clear, we're just reporting what's in the source here.
Right, it's important to state these traditional uses factually. It shows the range of effects understood.
Exactly. And Lesser Galangal, Alpinia galanga, has a fascinating history too. Unani physicians traditionally used it as a sex tonic.
Okay. And is there any modern backup for that?
Well, Khare mentions experimental findings supporting it. In mice, the plant apparently caused a significant gain in the weight of sexual organs, and notably increased both sperm motility and sperm count. Pretty specific data points.
Wow, okay. That is specific.
Then, Kawej mucuna prurita, another interesting one. Its seeds are detailed as a nervine tonic, a local stimulant used traditionally for male virility.
Right, I've heard of that connection.
Yeah, and to address issues like impotence, spermaturia, urinary troubles, leukorrhea. It's also mentioned for depressive neurosis.
And crucially, the plant contains LDOP, right, the precursor to dopamine.
Exactly. Not just in the seeds, but Khare notes it's in the stem, leaves, roots too, which obviously has neurological implications beyond just the reproductive aspects.
Then on the flip side of that hormonal coin.
Right. We have the chase tree, Vitex nigundo, the alcoholic extract of its leaf stalk. This is interesting, is reported to show an anti-permitogenic effect.
Meaning it inhibits sperm production.
Yes, and an anti-androgenic effect in male albino rats. This detail is really key because it underscores just how potent, and sometimes even inhibitory, these plant compounds can be on the reproductive system. It's not all about stimulation.
That's a crucial point. Potency works both ways.
Precisely. Which leads us to Pandanus odoratissimus, the screw pine. It has traditional uses for things like leukorrhea and amenorrhea.
There's usually a but.
There is. The book includes a very important key application note. It is explicitly contraindicated during pregnancy.
Okay, that's vital information.
Absolutely vital. It just hammers home the non-negotiable need for careful, informed use of these powerful botanicals.
So what we're seeing is these plants can have a really potent, targeted impact on reproductive and hormonal systems. Very specific effects.
Yeah, which brings us right back to that crucial point. Informed and responsible use is paramount, isn't it?
Absolutely. It raises that critical question, understanding not just the benefits, which could be profound, but also the potential for really powerful pharmacological actions. Contraindications are critical. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's without significant effects or even risks. It just underscores the massive value of transparency, of science-backed guidance, which is exactly what our audience values, right? For personal wellness and for making those eco-conscious choices.
Definitely. Okay, shifting gears a bit now. Beyond the purely physical healing, so many of these plants interact directly with our nervous systems. And what's really fascinating here is the delicate balance they can strike. You see things ranging from deep sedation to gentle stimulation, even hints of cognitive enhancement.
Yeah, if you connect that to the bigger picture again, traditional medicine clearly recognized the profound link between physical and mental states.
Yeah.
They were skillfully using botanicals to manage everything from anxiety and sleep problems to memory issues and even more severe neurological conditions. It's that holistic mind-body approach again.
Yeah, ashwagandha with Anya somnifera, we mentioned it earlier, for stress adaptation.
Yep, right.
Its root is also specifically used as a sedative and hypnotic, so calming the mind in anxiety neurosis. And that with a furan A component, those active steroids are seen as key to these calming effects.
Then there's Gotu kola, Centella asiatica, highlighted as a potent brain tonic and sedative in Indian medicine. Khare notes that bromocide, a compound in the plant, is reported to have tranquilizing activity but also anabolic activity, which suggests both calming and potentially strengthening or building effects. Interesting combo.
It is interesting. Skullcap, Scutellaria galliculata, is another intriguing one, described as a central nervous system relaxant and restorative.
Okay.
A brain and CNS vasodilator, so it helps widen blood vessels in the brain and central nervous system, plus sedative, antispasmodic, anticonvulsive properties.
Wow, that's quite a list of actions.
Yeah. And traditionally used for nervous stress, trouble sleeping, menstrual tension, headaches, migraines, even epilepsy.
And for something milder, there's wild lettuce, Lactuca cereola, characterized just as a mild sedative.
Its seeds are used traditionally, often powdered for coughs, but also as a decoction specifically for insomnia. So a gentler way to encourage rest.
Right. Now, moving into the territory that needs serious caution.
Yes. This one's incredibly intriguing, but really comes with a strong, emphatic warning label. Revea corymbosa, sometimes called snake plant.
What's the key thing here?
Its seeds are explicitly described as narcotic.
Okay, narcotic.
Yeah. The psychic effects from the ground seeds. They've been scientifically linked to ergot-type alkaloids found in the embryo. Specific ones like ergin, isoergine, lysergol have been identified.
So, compounds related to LSD precursors.
Basically. Yes. It's a very stark, powerful example of how profoundly plant compounds can impact the mind. Needs extreme respect and caution. It's not recreational.
Absolutely not. And speaking of caution, Indian belladonna, Atropa acuminata.
This one is just flat out highly poisonous, unequivocally.
Yeah, traditionally.
Yeah, traditionally it was used as a sedative, narcotic, anodyne, it's a pain reliever, nervine, antispasmodic for things like paralysis, Parkinsonism, encephalitis, spastic dysmenorrhea, whooping cough, asthma, various colics.
But with huge risks.
Massive risks. And it's specifically contraindicated in enlarged prostate. The toxicity just cannot be overstated. This highlights, maybe more than anything, the absolute necessity of expert guidance, not for casual use, ever.
Definitely not.
So, okay, thinking about all this. What does it really mean for someone listening who might be looking to support their cognitive health or manage stress using natural approaches? It's clearly not as simple as just, picking a plant from the garden, is it?
Exactly. While these plants offer incredible insights into managing the nervous system, the mind, they also throw a huge spotlight on the paramount importance of expert guidance, the precision that's needed, especially with the really potent ones, or as we just saw, the outright poisonous ones. It just underscores that while they're natural, their impact can be profound and potentially dangerous. It really urges you, our listener, to seek out reputable sources, qualified professionals, ensure both safety and effectiveness in whatever wellness path you choose.
Right. So this deep dive into Khare's Indian medicinal plants, it's really revealed this incredible complexity, the potency, the surprising versatility of traditional botanical knowledge. And so much of it now being powerfully validated by modern scientific research. We've kind of peeled back the layers, haven't we? Explored how these plants offer targeted, often holistic support for digestion, inflammation, immunity, reproductive health, the nervous system, the whole spectrum.
Yeah, and our goal today was really to give you that shortcut to being well-informed, to provide those genuine aha moments without just overwhelming you with information. Because being this well-informed, it's such a critical tool, isn't it? For navigating all the conflicting health info out there, for making truly conscious wellness choices, and for appreciating how deeply our personal health is connected to our environment. Supporting that truly sustainable approach to well-being that we know you care about.
Absolutely. And as we uncover these really profound connections between ancient botanical wisdom and modern science, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other incredible insights are still waiting for us? Not just hidden in old texts, but maybe right there in the ecosystems we're trying so hard to protect. The future of wellness, it might just be found in really understanding these deep historical roots connecting us to the natural world all around us. Something to think about.